What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a Chop and Brew Lagniappe. We're going to call this Gold Medal Basement Flight Throwdown. We have 3 gold medal beers. 1 from the United States of America, these United States of America, and 2 from Ireland. So first up, these are fan beers, and they've won massively awesome awards. So first up, Keith Ciani, aka Keith Cosmo. You've seen him in an episode of Chop and Brew. We were in his apartment. He had a child strapped to his chest. Shout outs to Nola.
Nola.
German Pils. It took a gold. It took the gold at the National Homebrew.
I hope everyone's sitting down.
The National Homebrew competition.
I believe there was.
I almost went ape.
I think there was. I think there was
They announced his name at the conference. It was awesome.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
He didn't represent Chop and Brew this time around. He's now with the
South Sound Suds Society
in Olympia, Washington. So props to those guys. Trader Keith taking home the gold.
Oh, that's brutal.
No,
dude sent us all these beers. He
so break it down. He took home the gold. This is the best German Pilsner in the land this year.
I believe there was 170 plus entries.
Baller.
In this category alone. I mean, I've done okay in a contest or two, 20 some entries or whatever. But oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It took gold in the first round as well to earn it its spot.
Okay.
So yeah.
He was sent a very nice note, and I've been trading beers with him for a long time, home brews and commercial beers.
And yeasts.
And yeah, that's
Bugs.
true. And he said, hey, you know what, I really have appreciated your videos, the Brewing TV videos. He wanted Jake and Dawson and Chip and me to be able to try this beer. I still have a couple of more of these, so hopefully we can get the other guys in on a tasting. But he's just wanted to share this. He said, I wouldn't have gotten gold if not for all your stupid videos. So thank you very much. Cheers to you and brewers sharing their knowledge.
Cheers to stupid videos.
And making stupid videos. I was just gonna say that.
We're making one right now.
This is a smash beer. It's only Pilsner malt, and it is only Hallertau hops. It is whole hops. Amazing note about the water treatment, none.
0.
Water from the Olympia artesian well. It's the water.
It's in the water.
It is a single decoction, 1054 down to 1010, 52 degrees fermentation. I'm just gonna shout out the yeast, White Labs German lager yeast. So this beer is. Oh, the other thing is, it was a keg fill 4 months ago.
Yes.
4.5 months ago.
That's the most amazing thing about this.
This beer could be a disaster by now.
This beer is drinking amazingly well.
This drink
for having been in a bottle for 5 months.
That's what he was gonna say.
Weirmann Pilsner malt. I wanted to clarify. So it is Weirmann. 20 pounds for a 10-gallon batch. 6-ounce Hallertau 90. Boom. Whole leaf. 1.5 Hallertau 15, boom, whole leaf.
Well, it's on your sheet, ain't it?
1.5 Hallertau, 1 minute.
It's
awesome.
It has a super clean, crisp flavor. I drank a little bit of my German Pils that I made in February and kegged in April, so it's probably a similar almost time frame to this. I don't know if he has the brew day on here, but mine is, brewing, January 25th. Mine was February 14th.
Valentine's Day.
What am I going to do on Valentine's Day?
That's what Don's doing.
Right.
I don't know what Don's wife was doing.
Anyway, it's in a whole nother video right there. But mine had a little more of a sweetness, a little more body. It's a okay beer. I like it, but this is like more of a traditional, spot on German Pilsner. It tastes like any sort of good example that you may have come across, which is hard, I think, in the U.S. I mean, Bitburger is okay. I've had a Bitburger, but there's like U.S. people that are doing kind of, but to do it like two style is kind of different. Like Prima
Single
Pils
decoction, I think, is almost key at this point.
I wonder.
And he's rocking it. It gives it that golden, little bit of golden color. I think it also brings out a lot more of that Pilsner flavor from the malt. Very grassy, hay. Just a slight bit of mineral sulfur, which is legit. in a style like this. But I think the key is it's bitingly bitter to where it lingers, but then it drops dry, clear, and you have to take the next.
You have to.
I forgot what it tastes like. Hold on.
What? I got this dry bitterness in my mouth that I like, but I just want to... Oh, yeah.
I'm amazed you were able to keep 4 bottles, Keith, for us. And that's an honor.
We each are drinking a full bottle because I declared it so. I don't know what more to say about it. We'll post the recipe. I assume he's cool with that, so check out the video description. Check out the related links. You can link his episode, maybe, for grins.
Listen to this guy.
S&Gs.
Listen to this guy.
Just saying.
That's right. And the ANGLOZILLA. This is an opportunity to repurpose a lot of old videos.
Yeah, man. Repurpose the crap out of it.
All right. To Ireland next.
To Keith. Nice work.
Boom. Beer number 2 from Ireland.
Well,
this is
beverage number 3, but yeah. There you go.
Stupid, Sexy Framboise.
Hey, shout out to The Simpsons. I'm saying right there, that's a Simpsons reference, right?
Style is Fruit Lambic. Brewer is Nigel Comerford. Yeah. I'm horrible.
That guy.
It's Nigel C. Thank you. A buddy, Brian Condron from Ireland, had a buddy who was coming to the Twin Cities bring these. The Framboise actually leaked a little in the dude's luggage, but when we opened it, it had plenty of carbonation. Big up to international bootlegging. The honors, gold in category 17, which is sour ale, in the 2015 Irish National Homebrew Championship. So basically Ireland's NHC. Batch size 21 liters. Who knows what that means?
5 gallons.
The original gravity was 1060, 14 IBU, 4 kilogram, whatever that is. Pale ale malt, 1 kilogram.
It's 2.2 pounds per kilogram, yo. I know that.
Pale ale malt, Vienna malt, a little bit of corn. Cara Munich,
2.2 pounds of corn.
Special B, 3 yeasts. White Labs Monastery Ale, Brett, Belgian Sour, brewed in February 2014. It's a lovely kind of dark copper amber red.
It's definitely red.
Framboise is French for raspberries, so there's clearly raspberries in here. I don't know where. I'm going to assume in secondary. Doesn't say
there's
on
no information about the raspberries. Do you get the Framboise raspberry taste?
I do. Both that kind of the organic, seedy, tart.
They usually give a tartness. Yeah.
But also in the
color
aroma.
too. Color as well.
It definitely leached a little bit of that color. I used raspberries once.
Pale ale malt, Vienna malt, corn. Oh, it does have Cara Munich. So Cara Munich doesn't have the Lovabond, but that could give it a little color. Mm-hmm. But it probably got some color from the raspberries too.
It lost its head immediately, possibly because of the acid. But you can see when you swirl it, it's still bubbling. Shockingly, for having sprung a leak and
it's definitely carbonated.
Dumped some beer, it's well carbonated.
It tastes nice. It's got a bright acidity. It's puckering to a degree. It's these types of beers. Framboise, good Framboise is not going to be sweet, and it's not.
It's very champagne-y, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to pick apart what those 3 yeasts could have done to it.
It's not sour like the most sour goose or lambic or something like that. That is really just a wreck on your palate. It's not to that point, but it's definitely there. And the Belgian sour WLP 655. I wonder if there's got to be some bugs in there. There's got to be some PDO, maybe some lacto. Yeah.
And there's Brett.
There's a Brett. There's a Brett strain. There's a little bit of funkiness. There's a little bit of musty,
pineapple,
blankety. Yeah. Oh, you're going that route. I'm going more of the traditional.
No, it's definitely funky and tart, but within that fruit aspect of the raspberry, there are other kind of sweet fruits, but acidic fruits. Like pineapple. If you eat a whole can of pineapple slices, you will get kind of a burn in the back of your throat because they're sweet and they fool you.
That's on my bucket list now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eat a whole.
If you eat a whole pineapple, I guarantee you're gonna have acid reflux. Dope, man. Gold medal. I'm down. I really appreciate it, Nigel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a year and a half old, so it's kind of. I hope this this person, this Nigel person, who's a Simpsons fan, has some of these socked away, maybe bottle conditioned.
Do you think there's any hops in it? There's none mentioned, but that's not to say.
Oh man, there's got to be.
It's 14 IBU, so there's got to be hops.
Yeah, there's got to be some hops.
All right. We'll include that in the recipe. All of these things we're talking about, we're in a fairly rushed mood. He's actually brewing. There's kids and cats. We're going to follow up with more extended details at the recipe links below the actual episode. So, but
yeah,
boom,
man, we're
next.
doing it all.
Boom, next.
Chop for chop.
Boom, we're back. The hat's turned around. It's off center. This is a Weizenbach. This guy took the overall winner. The Frambois took the category gold. This was the winner of the Irish National Homebrew Championships last year. It's called Weiss Old Owl. It's a Weizenbach, however you want to say it. It's Richard Lubel or Richard Lubel. Should really ask for pronouncers when I get these.
Or Richard Lubel.
Lubel. Ooh, I like that. That's the one I want it to be. Richard Lubel. Again, he put this in the suitcase of a friend that was coming to the Twin Cities, and it arrived.
And that friend didn't even know about it. That's the best part. It's like, oh, what's this? Yo!
Have you left your luggage unattended anytime? So, overall winner, Extract Beer.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about off camera.
Extract Beer, DME.
That's amazing.
And then specialty grains were 250 grams of Munich, some chocolate malt, Vienna malt, Care Munich 1, hopped with Peril pellets, fermented at 16 Celsius, which God knows what that is.
I thought you looked it up.
61 Fahrenheit.
Hi, my name is Rich. I brewed a Weizenbach called Wise Old Owl that won Best in Show in the 2015 National Homebrew Club Ireland competition. A couple of things I had in mind with this beer. I'd previously used White Labs 300, but I was looking for something a little spicier, a little more wintry. Competition runs in February. So I went for 380, which goes a little bigger on the cloves. Was looking to tune down the banana a bit. And I also found a specialty malt that was new to me, Cara Munich 1. Weizenbachs traditionally have a lot of Munich in it, so Cara Munich 1 seemed like the perfect one for boosting up the chewiness. And yeah, it all worked out pretty well. Yeah, nice talking to you. I tweet at Slugtrap if you ever want to talk to me. So take care now.
This beer is very nice. It has a banana-like aroma. Some of that I think you get the yeast, Hefeweizen 4. I don't really know what that is from White Labs, but it's definitely got like wheat beer yeast, the cloviness.
Woo!
Smokes.
It does not taste like DME, whatever that means. People say that extract beers give off a twang or a tang. And it could be because it's a beer so characterful with the yeast and the specialty grain influence that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand.
A beer that's extract and it's pretty much all extract.
Well, this is another question that I don't know how much it's been explored, but is there a huge difference if you make a beer with all DME versus LME? Because LME, I feel like, has more
pre-boiled nature, right?
Done to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but
it's been abused.
You get the when you drink the extract homebrews, sometimes they do have I don't want to say molasses, but they have a syrupy character that
and they're hard to ferment down. They honestly are hard to dry out because there is X amount of pre-boiled activity that you're no longer going to be able to ferment. That is an unfermentable. And that's the way I've had it explained to me back when I worked in the industry.
And you're sticking with it.
I'm sticking with it, man.
Going with it. This is a really nice beer.
It is awesome.
We were drinking it sitting outside a little bit and finishing it up here. If you think of just a Bock, straight up Bock, you think of sweet and clean. There is that character to this beer. But what this beer also has is all of that wheat beer business going on, which primarily comes from the yeast. But I wonder if he used wheat in this, or if he just used
the extract might be the
wheat
wheat
beer yeast.
It might be wheat DME.
That's kind of interesting.
It doesn't tell us. I would assume that's where it's got to be.
If you're making a Weizenbock, do you have to use wheat, or do you just have to use a wheat beer yeast? That's something I don't know.
For the way the end result looks, I'm going to assume there is wheat is the DME.
Yeah.
Or it might be a mixture thereof, but it's still cloudy, and I don't think the yeast alone would do that without
there's like
some
there's the
fermentable
light
influence.
clovey, there's the light clove character too. But
this would be a great
good.
Christmas beer.
Very
7.2. Nice. It's got a little bit of spice. It's got a little bit of dark,
I don't have that
roasty. Bottle says 7.2.
There you go.
So from the west coast of America to the west coast of Europe.
We're on the west coast? What?
No, Olympia.
Oh.
This is... You're difficult to work with.
I gotcha. Yep.
I'm segueing to an outro.
That's what she said.
So from the west coast of America, Olympia, Washington, Keith Ciani, to the westish coast of Europe, Richard, Nigel. Thank you, Brian, for hooking this up. Suitcase beers rule.
Suitcase beers.
Cheers.
I need more of them.
We'll put the recipes below the episode. All right. Don's got more brewing to do.
Blame it
chop
on me.
for chop.
Blame it on the rain. Brew for brew. Bam. All right, then. It's a wrap. Wrap it up. Oh, hold on. You know what? It has all this tape on there.
I know, man. That's some high-tech
I was just gonna like tear into the cap, and then I realized, no, you ain't. Wolfman's brother. Wolfman's brother. Close up. Don't film my incompetence.
Childproof.
It's well known.
Childproof.
It's well known as it
tape.
is. Holler Tower.
Painters tape that stuff.
Good job, Don. You couldn't even check that out ahead of time to figure that out. Jackass. Straight out of St. Paul. That's a meme now. That's bullcrap.
No, I made a couple. I did one with Stutrud that says straight out of St. Paul where he's getting his Hall of Fame award. And it's like...
Come on, man.
I made one that's straight out of Homebrew. Straight out of Homebrew. It's got 2 carboys. The Weizenbox I've seen have been like this. They've been like a Hef meets a Bock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's been a little more yellow influence in the color than brown.
Well, there you go.
I really think we're getting hung up on the wrong thing, to be honest with you. If it was pale yellow, I'd be like...
It's a delicious beer.
What? Brewed in January 2005, going down the gullet in August.
Probably not 2005. I mean, just saying.
We're getting loose.
Ayo.
January 2015. All right.
Several. I feel like we're like James and Steve right now. After those guys get rolling off, to send this to them, they can be like, "Yep, I know what it's like."